Perfect, and we're recording. So, before we begin, a few announcements. First of all, welcome everyone to the PONDCAST 5. This was the fifth edition in our podcast series. We started doing this like back in March, I believe, and it's been going fantastic. We've had some great fun. We've had some great people on as well. And I think after the fourth podcast, it was somebody who suggested that why don't you just call it PONDCAST? It's the same. So that was genius.
I was going to say that.
So now it's PONDCAST from now on. So that's fantastic. And so yeah, before we begin, the things that we're going to discuss today. We're going to revisit the hero tier list. We're going to do specifically PvE first because the last one we made is completely outdated. I remember we ranked Hela in trash tier, and then everybody's just messaging me like, "Why is he trash? It's just fantastic." I'm like, "Yeah, that's outdated." And we're going to look at some battle pass skins, and of course discuss this crazy new update patch for the hero, buffs. It's crazy, very fun. So before we begin today on the panel, we've got a few very interesting people. We got some nice names. If you would, guys, you know who you are. Maybe just give me like a 10-second intro, starting off with whoever.
I can give a quick one.
Yeah, just like
I'm
10
joining.
seconds.
I'm joining from Carbuncle Alliance. We're just an up and coming in the top ranks. I think we're going to be joining top 20 soon, and be content with that for a bit. And we were pretty open for anyone.
Perfect, Nike. Very nice. Thanks, Troy. I think we have as well as B-Dubs. Maybe you take on.
Yeah, hey, so I'm B-Dubs. I'm one of the vice leaders of the Northern Alliance. We're slowly climbing our way up through the leaderboard. We're fairly laid back. We take a bunch of newcomers and help everyone get stronger together. So we were ranked 54 this season.
Fantastic. I believe we have one more person joining in from the same alliance. He'll join in a bit later. As well, we got CJ. CJ, it's all yours.
Hello, I'm the Sexmaster from Mount Awe. We are currently an up-and-coming clan, soon entering the top 100. Thank you.
Perfect. Representing, of course, Pond. It's me, Mole. What's up? And we got Bug as well. Hello, Bug.
Hey.
And I believe we've got... who else do we got? Okay, so we're waiting on a few people. They'll join as we go, so yeah, no worries. Oh, of course, we got Dogma from Gilgamesh. Hello. I believe you have the permissions. Yeah, there you go.
What's up? I am Dogma, a leader from Gilgamesh Alliance. My alliance is new, but we are focused on active members. So, yeah, I'm sorry, my English is bad.
No, that's perfectly all right. That's lovely. Thank you for the introduction. And you know what? All right, okay, we got Kindle as well joining in. Perfect. So here we go. Let me share my screen and let's just get into it. It's going to be fun. Where is the screen? There we go. Just give me an okay once you guys are able to see it. There we go. And I am live. So as soon as you guys connect, just let me know. We've got 13
Yep, it's up for me.
spectators.
It's all good.
We can see it, yeah.
Beautiful. So tier lists are always exciting, and I love making them, but they keep getting updated so often so that we have to just keep remaking them every single time. So this time around we've got some new heroes as well, Taysan and all these kind of guys. So how the tier list is going to work is hero lock. We'll discuss about that, of course. And the second thing to know is that we're gonna, this recording is going to be on YouTube. So this is probably for a lot of newer players, maybe players who have played a bit, to understand why we rank certain heroes in certain areas. So we'll discuss as we go. The first tier is, of course, S, which is meta, which is like really good. Works in a lot of builds, works in a lot of chapters. Then we got A tier, which is usable, build specific. You have to build in a specific way. You can't just play everything. B, of course, non-meta champions, and C, which are never really used. So this is going to be a specific PvE category. Kargifir, sorry, I can't pronounce the name, but yeah, this is going to be PvE, and then we'll probably do a PvP one as well. Like last time we did a PvP one as well, side by side. But I feel we might want to shift that separately because there's a lot of testing that we still need to do with PvP, especially with the changes that have happened. So let us begin with the first. You guys are free to just throw in your thoughts as we go and discuss. All right. Another
Yeah,
thing.
I have a quick question. I watched your earlier ranking video, and you used one of the tiers to represent like whether or not you should invest in a hero. If I guess looking at this here, are we kind of trying to do that same methodology where if it's like it needs to be S plus or A to indicate it should be invested in, or does B also indicate that it's worth investing in?
All right, that's
Or
a good
should
point,
we
actually.
think of it that way.
Okay, so yeah, one more thing is that all the heroes that we're going to rank are going to be considering that they're awakened, right? So all level 12 and above. Because, I mean, at first I thought we might make a tier list for level 12 and below, but then that's kind of redundant because you'd not want to invest in a hero if it's not good at 12. So, yeah, Emplay, hero lock is going to be, so as you see at the bottom, there's the 5 heroes. So at the end, we will put them in some tier, but of course they have a separate tier of their own, hero lock tier. So that's going to be there. And yeah, I think Dub said it correctly. I think A and S would be like an invest sort of mechanic. And maybe B and C can be like non-invest.
Okay, makes sense to me.
All right, so we'll just go down the order, I guess. Starting off with Shielder. I think this goes without saying. Thoughts?
I'd say A.
A, what? No.
I would for PvE, I'd say S tier.
A.
Exactly, S tier, right? Like, name a better tank than Shielder in PvE.
Yeah, granted that this is level 12, I think S is a good place for her.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because, but yes, before level 12, she's trash. But I think after
agreed.
level 12, then this is definitely no, because like if somebody sees this tier list, they're like, oh yeah, Shield, I definitely want to invest in this hero because you know it's good. And I don't think anytime soon they're going to like nerf her. She's not overpowered by any means, so she's probably going to be there for a long time. All right, we got J-Lad and Lucario also. Hey, you guys, what's up? Welcome. All right, yeah, that's perfectly fine. What about Rick? What do you guys think?
Personally, I've never really used them.
Yeah, me too. I never used Daniel.
Daniel is
Yeah,
like,
not much experience.
I-
Cheap stuns, I guess, but
I would say it's mostly just a choice between B and C, because it's either never used or just non-meta.
yeah, I think it's C because it's not even non-meta, right? Like it's not even something that you try and push into a team.
I'd love
Yeah,
to see
but
them change his awakened ability to be like a chance to stun on a regular attack versus just stunning on the first hit. I think that would help him out a lot.
Then you just stack attack speed on Daniel and go smack him
Right.
with his hammer.
But no hero has like a built-in stun like that, so I think he could. That'd be a good buff for him, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think on PvE he doesn't be used at all. Of course, if it's a PvP tier list, then he goes quite high up there, as everyone knows. Onlit says, yeah, I know. Like a lot of people have used it from 9-10, but then again, like when you have Shield at 12, you'd rather just use her. But it's very rare. We don't see any videos of him and stuff. All right, we got another tank, Leon Hart. What do we think?
I think he is on S tier because you know the passive of level 8 can counter the mighty block, you know.
A. I'm getting a lot of A's from chat, like Mplay. What are they saying? A. What do you guys
I
think?
don't think he's S because I haven't used him in the higher tiers in a while, but I do think for like new and upcoming players, he is one of the better tanks.
I do use him for PvP a lot. He isn't what I would say meta, but he is very useful.
yeah, I think granted that this is level 12 and there are other options, because if we compare him to the rest of the roster, I'd probably say A.
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with A. He like before you get Shielder to 12, I think everybody would just like spam Leon for all chapters, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so he's a good get you to late game sort of champion. So I think it's
Well,
definitely
also he's
invest.
for free.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, it's free, so no debate over there. All right, then we got Yvonne. Now, of course, this is after buff.
S.
S.
Before buff, I would say
The
B.
new strat that's come out recently in the tens for him.
Oh yeah, no, I think Yvonne can solo 10-10, 9-10, 8-10,
Yes, you can.
and yeah, anything below that. I think Yvonne, you have. I think there's a build for every single chapter with Yvonne for a solo build, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, very enabling character.
I agree.
Actually, my gold farm strat right now is if in 10-10. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is so OP. The skill can solo every chapter, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yvonne S tier again. It's kind of nice because he's another free hero, if I'm not wrong, right? Like you start off with Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yep, one of the first.
Yeah, so I think that's a good buff they did it. So like newer players can like early on, have like stronger, I guess, heroes to carry their asses away. Yeah, I think there's no debate on Yvonne. What about Priya now? I don't know.
I think Priya is non-meta because not many users using her at PvP or at chapters 2. The skill is only stun, like something like that.
B, yeah, I'm gonna go with B and B, C. I think B is okay still.
Yeah, I think B is better. She has uses with the mage altar and stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. I think early on, for the let's say chapter 1 to 6, a lot of newer players spam her a lot with, as you said, mage altar. So yeah, non-meta but still good. We got a boy Aramis here. Recently got a buff, so.
And definitely.
What do we think?
Yeah, I'm thinking A. I'm thinking A tier.
A tier for sure. Yeah, I like the guide that we have on the Discord as well, the Zero to Hero guide, is basically telling everyone to spam Aramis gang until you find something good, right? So again, I think he sits very well with Leon because him and Leon are like the early game carries for you. If you're a newer player, you can just use these two and get rapid swords and just carry your way to at least, I want to say, chapter 7, 8. Yeah, Jalad
agreed.
just flexing on Aramis damage. Exactly, Jalad. It's really good. And plus, yeah, the new buff that he just got a few percentage of damage, like 14% damage increase. Fantastic, right? Honest can farm 10-10 with Aramis. Of course, Honest, you can farm the entire game with Aramis. Come on, you're Honest king. With Jalad, of course, being here. Damn, we have two Aramis gods right here. Bow. But Ivan is better, yeah, sure. Alright, perfect. A tier suits him pretty well. What do we think about this dude? Zhao Bai Long Spear.
I'd say not meta for PvE.
Yeah, I want to like him, but never works out.
Yeah, he is just good at, I think, raid. He will good.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I guess if we consider raid, then yeah.
Yeah. No, oh, yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point. Do we consider raid as PvE? It is sort of PvE, but then I think raid is raid.
Raid.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing.
Right, I don't think.
I think not raid. Zoyun is non-meta.
Yeah, for sure, non-meta. I've seen some really fun builds, like just stack Lunaires with the teleport Zoyu. It's really fun, but again, yeah, it's not something you'd go to.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun character, yeah.
He's a fun character for sure. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of attack speed you can stack on him. It's stupidly good. All right, just before we continue, we've got a bunch of people. If anybody else would like to join the panel to say a few things, just let me know in chat, so I'll look into it. And continuing, so we got Draco, new battle pass, sick battle pass, and new buffs. What do we think?
I think he on S plus meta he can solo, with huge damage like uh Leon in S meta.
He can solo, yeah. What do we think? Dubs, Trey, Bug, what do we think?
I've never really invested him too much, but so I don't know how he works at level 12.
Yeah, I have no idea how to use this guy. I've never done it, but yeah, I've seen some stuff. You can solo some levels and whatnot. And now with the 6 skin, then yeah.
I think everybody's been avoiding Draco for so long that we've just forgotten he's a champion in the game. Nobody has him at 12.
Yeah.
What? Like, come on.
He's my next
I
12.
got him to level 12 just for the good, but he was non-meta before the buff, but now I would say he's an A. Definitely.
Oh no. I mean he's like Evan, Evan. He can solo at PvP. I was fight with someone use solo Draco and it's so hard to fight against Draco solo because the damage is so huge.
Yeah, for sure. Like solo Draco with like Insignia, Holy, even if you'd played. I've played Draco 12 on PvE chapters a lot, and he can easily solo shit. But he's overlooked. I think a lot of people just ignore him. Poor guy. I guess the devs realize and they're like, okay, just give him battle pass skin, so maybe people will start playing him again. It's like 0.5% play rate or something. I don't know. He's usable, but is he meta though?
No.
I think A tier is good because he is just good at PvP.
Yeah. I'm fine with non-meta, even though he's strong. He's not meta. Like unless
Yeah, okay.
we all start playing him suddenly.
I understand.
Is his awaken ability strong? Yeah, like Emplay, his like first awaken ability is insanely good. The second one got a recent buff, so we don't know yet. It like got a buff yesterday, but the second one is still not that great. The first awaken ability for Draco is fantastic for sure. All right, Mara in PvE. What do we think?
Never used.
See.
She is good when combined with Behemoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
not many users, but I think we saw some stuff with where she can solo at level 12. It's called Corrupted Chapter 10 or something. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think it was Era. That's why Era in the chat is like Mara S, because he made that video where he soloed 10-10 with Mara. Of course, awakened Mara. I personally never played much with her. I don't think she's a nice champion. But
I did play with her a bunch because I like that she basically quadruples the bonus from glove. So I do like that about her. So I could see her being A, I suppose. But
It's a A or
it's
B,
definitely
yeah.
build specific.
yeah, I think we'll keep it an A. So it's like build specific. You build for her or you build around her, rather.
Right.
Yeah.
No way she's A. I don't know what. Like there are some fun builds you could play with Mara, and you could get away with it. Like the stuns really help out, especially for like mobs that CC and stuff.
This time.
Mara A plus auto win round 2. Yeah. SMO, we are not counting Raid because Raid has a tier list of its own, and it'll just disrupt the whole thing. So this is just purely for chapters, invasions, every other content basically except for raids. All right, we got Hansi. What do we think?
This is never used. I don't know what you guys think, but I never use this hero at all.
I was
It seems like a strictly PvP thing for me.
If you're in enemy yeah,
No,
exactly.
I put Hansi in S.
S?
Well, I mean, I favor glove a lot, and she really abuses glove, but maybe not for grinding higher tier content.
But I think we can put her at A tier because the Hansi Gang. I was using Hansi Gang, but uh uh wait, let me think. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I want to say like I was using Hansi build, but now I use Hela because Hansi health is too low.
Mm-hmm.
But when he got attack HP drain, he will be a beast, I think.
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. Like attack HP drain on Hansi is like the best thing you could ever hope for. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, previously before like Hella and all were released, I think Hansi used to dominate quite a lot. I used to play. I remember Bug used to play her in like chapter 9-10 as well, right? Like Hansi gangs.
9-10 was my main farming team for Hanzi, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I remember
They,
that.
they worked pretty strong. It was like a 98 or something.
That's
It
pretty good.
wasn't too bad.
So yeah, but she's not meta right now because everything else is so much better. But
That's fair.
I think A is like usable, build
Yeah.
specific,
Okay.
and since we're ranking S and A as invest in, so I think yeah, definitely invest in Hansi. It also helps
sure.
out in PvP, you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day because it's the same game sort of thing. Disagree, Hansi is a she. That's a different tier list. All right, we got Joel. Recently buffed, but I don't know. Do we still hate him?
I hope not.
I never use Joel.
I'm
Yeah,
the same.
Okay. Go ahead.
not enough damage. Yeah, I mean, Kindle, like he got a buff recently, like 2 days back. So I don't know. Maybe he's good. A nice battle pass skin. Yeah, that's the. You know what? The only time I played Joel was when I made the video for the battle pass skin for like 5 minutes, and then I never touched him.
Yeah, he's usable in Chapter 8 and stuff like that, but
Yeah, exactly. The Joel's. But non-meta and never used, unfortunately.
Never. Yep.
No, I remember,
Yeah.
like last time also when we were doing the tier list, I think Bug, it was you or somebody who had mentioned that if they buff Joel, like slightly even, you know, good, he's going to become too overpowered because he already has an inbuilt relic, you know, inbuilt helm.
He has like
So-
2
yeah.
Yeah, teleport and helm.
Also, I'm just biased because he got me my prophecy badge, but you know.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, he's never used. We're not going to talk about him. We got Zupatir or Zupatire. I don't know how you pronounce this. Zoop. We got Zoop. What do we think?
I think she is OP because she can attack backline easily.
I think she's at least A tier just because she's so good in Goblin Hunt.
Oh yeah, that's true. Totally forgot about that. S or A? A. Yeah, everybody's saying A. Pangu is saying S. Shut up, Pangu. You always say S for Zupatier. All right, I'm playing and Pangu having a little bit romantic time. But yeah, I think A is good.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
good.
I agree with that. A bit out of place with the Evan in the S, I think, so.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, if you put her in S, she's fighting against Evan, and Evan is just so much better than her currently.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember when Awakening came out, then Jupiter shot up in the ranks. Like, she became like super powered. But yeah, before that also she was loved by everyone, but then she was not good. And they did Awakenings, and she became super strong. But then they never buffed her after that, so she's just forgotten. Zoop is quite PvP. Yeah, true era. Yeah, like there's a lot of Zoop builds in PvP, so yeah, she'd probably be higher, like in an S tier and a PvP tier list rather than a PvE one. All right, we got Isaac. I think everybody knows where this goes, right? Right.
Yeah, just put it.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
That is a strictly PvP thing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like Isaac as a champion, out of all of the 33 champions we have, is so PvP specific that nobody even thinks about her in PvE. It's so heavy.
Well, it just doesn't make sense to use. It makes more sense to use anything else besides Isaac in PvE.
Yeah, everything else is like so good. Like even if they buff her, like tenfold, she'd still be worse than others. She'll be good, but
Maybe later chapters if they add some high damaging things. Who knows?
yeah, probably like chapter 11. Yeah, you never know. It could jump. Yeah, Jayla, I'd say she does pretty good at Goblin 15 with 12. Yeah, for sure. Jayla, in Goblin 15, it's really useful. I've used it with Priya with Hela combinations, so you can really blow up everything. With the Eon, I don't remember. Oh yeah, but she's C for now. I think she's good to go. What about Behemoth for PvE specifically again?
I think
For VP. I think he is good. Depend of what hero we combine with him. He can make our formation. He can destroy our formation easily.
Yeah, he's good, but then again, he's really good in PvP, right? Like he's an S in PvP, but in PvE, I have never seen him being used because mobs generally, if you're playing like solo heavy power builds, mobs generally die too fast for him to even matter, and for him to activate really fast enough, you need Mage Altar, and not every hero plays with Mage Altar. So I think considering all these things, maybe B or C.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
if PvP
I
didn't
agree with
exist
that.
in the game, it would be a C. But since this is like investment, right? You still get something at the end of the day, so it'll be.
All right. Sounds good. So this will go in B for sure. What about Yeon? What do we think about Yeon?
I think she's a great hero for people to use early on, so I could see putting her as A. I feel like I don't use her very much these days, so I'd say A or B.
Feels very,
Oh, we seem to have some connection
very
issues.
versatile character.
Yeah, versatile for
PvP
sure.
is
Mm-hmm. Go on. Kendra says A or B now. Yeah, I think A is a good idea. Like Dub said, she's again somebody who will carry you early game, so for sure you can use her. There are like solo Yeon builds as well that can do like 9-10 easily. Just spam heal yourself until the boss dies with mask, I believe. I remember we did a couple of videos in the past, so definitely I think. Oh, also by the end of the thing, like once we've put all the heroes in all the places, we will just revisit it quickly and just move things around if we see something's not right. Coming to Mel, what do we think about Mel in PvE?
wait. Can I ask something? PvP is player versus player, right? And what about
Yep.
PvE?
PvE is like all
Enemy.
chapters, enemies.
Oh,
The E stands for environment, so it's player versus something that's PC controlled.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, so Mel with Loon can farm everything. Yeah, true knowledge. Mel with Lunaire can farm almost everything. But is she meta? Is she used? Or is it like specific?
Also, at that point, you're relying on having two characters.
Yeah, like Mel solo without Lunaire is not as good as Mel with Lunaire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, any
Yeah, I
champion
agree,
for
I
that
agree.
matter. But
I
like,
think the awaken ability of Mel is not good, but yeah, she is good.
yeah, that's a good point. Actually, she doesn't really get that big of a power spike at 12, unlike some other heroes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
like a level 10,
Yeah,
level
but her
11.
overall power is so high.
Exactly. The Awaken doesn't really do much for her. It's good, but it doesn't do much. So, but A is still good because it's something you want to invest in, because a newer player can play her in PvP and in raids as well. So it's pretty good.
Can be hard to use without teleport or something as well. So
Exactly. Yeah. Is to think about that. Mel is strong, but if you don't use her right, she'll just die before she even use the Awaken Holy Blade. And then you'll just complain that I watched your video and you said A, but what the fuck? Yeah, like Andre said correctly, S because of difficulty for sure. Yeah. All right, Bombi. See, I'm gonna say S, but I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I love Bombi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely meta.
He's meta and he's fantastic. My love, Bombi goes
If
in
you're gonna
S.
invest in a character, invest in Bombi.
Exactly.
Which of his awakened abilities do you guys like more?
I like them
The
both.
Mega Bombs.
I think the Mega Bomb is better straight damage, but a lot of times things will die before the Mega Bomb gets to him, which is a little bit of a...
Or it's like severe overkill. Or is it just the range on it?
Those two instead of make
The
me
Mega Bomb with
Skill
the best
making.
skin is just top tier.
Oh, EB, nice. You got Bombi as we were discussing Bombi. Buy it.
Yeah, get him.
The minute you buy it, we're going to move him to B tier. All right. S is Bombi, fantastic. I love him. No debate over there. What about Rose? Slam Dunk Rose. What do we think?
I don't actually know what you use Rose for. I've never had like a good use case for it. I don't think it's good
Yeah,
in PvE.
I only recently got it at 12, and then when I was doing the Elite Invasion expedition, she outdamaged Bombi on the Void boss. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly what's going on with her.
Yeah, like J-Lad said, I think the only time we use Rose in like event, and that's about it. Like she's a fantastic event tank. If anybody wanted to know the best tank for the event mode, use Rose. Fantastic. But yeah, not red versus blue unless how could you use Rose in red versus blue in the boss mode? So yeah, she's non-meta. I don't want to put her never used because she is used.
Yeah.
She's non-meta.
Non-meta for sure. But I do love playing solo Rose. If anybody has tried that, I made a video of it like a couple of weeks back. You take her awakening ability, which gives her full health on kill, and you play with 15 mage solo Rose. Amazingly fun. Every slam is a full mana bar, full health bar. Second slam, full mana bar, full health bar. And of course, if you stack staffs on her, she can just like bonk the boss with one hit. Just saying already. Yeah. All right. Rose is good. What about Kayn? Kayn. There's a lot of controversy around Kayn. What do we think?
I'd say B or C for PvE. His ability is just too slow.
Yeah, on
First
PvE. I think on PvE he is useless.
Yeah, I guess he goes invincible in between. So if you have a lot of time in your hands, you can go mage and do one by one.
Yeah.
I think the Kayn has always been that one champion that's never used, but when you use him, you have a good time. Like you enjoy your time playing him, but then you never use him. At least for me.
Yeah. I would agree with the B ranking.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
B ranking non-meta.
Because at PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's on B tier.
Sounds good. B for sure. Yeah, I think everybody agrees with B. Everybody's spamming B tier. My first hero. All right, nice. Chang'e. Solo Chang'e. What do we think?
Obviously, quite strong PvE character, I think. Because the huge
Definitely.
AoE and sustain. So
Yeah.
A or S? A. A lot of people are saying A. Do we still think it's A? I don't know.
I would say A because I think new players should definitely invest in her, but I don't know if she's necessarily, Bombi or Shield a level of necessity.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think before Yvonne got buffed, she would probably have been an S.
Yeah.
And now it's just A. She's still really good. Like if somebody doesn't enjoy playing Yvonne, you can just pick her up and you can probably solo a lot of stuff. Not chapter 10 and 9. 9, yes, you can, but not 10 maybe. So, still fun. Raw Hawk. What do we think about Raw Hawk? Is he the most hated champion
yes.
still?
Never used.
I never use.
Nobody ever uses them. B, C, C, B, yeah. Best in the world. Oh, hey, Tractor's here. What's up? Yeah, I think C. C is fine. Rock is good in other things. For those who know, they know. But C, I don't think it's ever used. Though, you could play a really fun build for those who are listening. I think I might have made a video on it or not. I don't know. Rawhawk with Lunaire and just pair in with one tank and go a double hunt. You could solo Chapter 9 with that. No, not solo, but you could clear Chapter 9 with that easy. It was really fun. Rawhawk, Lunaire, and then one random tank. Maybe like Rose or something. It was really fun. Level 1 forever tier. EB, you don't know yet. Wait till you know, then you will level him up. Put him where Daniel is. We'll move things around. Alright, Ren, the new update. I love Ren. Come on. Before anybody says anything.
Yeah, I super like the idea of Ren.
A. What the hell are you guys talking about? What A? She's S. What is this A spam? Hey, Era, back me up.
Doubters in the chat.
She's a gold farmer, a G. There's no G tier. Come on. No, but like the newest update, I don't know if you guys have like really tested her out hardcore with the new update. She's fantastic with the new update. Or am I just crazy and everybody doesn't like her?
I haven't had a chance to test her after the update.
Yeah. 1 second.
I think S is too much. I guess. I mean,
Is she kind of like a Mel though, in that she can do kind of a bunch of, AOE, damage right in front of her?
simp tier. Yeah, what a
Is
thanks. Rank S for simp. Yep. Okay, so I will fight anyone who says otherwise, but just because we like to have democracy here, I will move her to A. But again, after the podcast, come and fight me. She is S tier, so good. Like before the update, before like her patch update, whatever you want to call it, she was meh, nobody used her. But after the update, the changes that they have done to her, like stacking of the full bloom, is so good. Like it's really good. Side note, I've also played her in PvP and fantastic performance. So maybe in the next podcast you guys will, agree with me and move her to S, but for now we'll keep her at A.
We'll have it enlightened.
Yes, by then you will have awakened yourself and understood the real power. Wait till I make the video, like a montage video for her specifically. Alright, what do we think about the next one, Agatha?
Good.
Not used at all.
Nah, see, yeah.
Yeah, not a PvE thing.
I never use.
I mean, her has anybody played with her second ability, the second awakening? Sorry, the one that does a big bonk. No, I don't think so. No, B for me. Why M play? Why B for you? Why are you playing her even? Don't. There's 32 other champions to play. I think she's on C. I think that's perfectly fair.
I want to talk something, but it's hard for me,
That's all right. You can type it.
I want to explain something, but my English.
That's all right. You can just type it in chat. We'll read it. It's no worry. Don't stress. All right. Let's just move on to the next one. Hela.
She is as S tier.
Yeah.
Yes,
She's
for sure.
So,
Yeah, sure. Right with Bombi.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, even when
Mhm.
even when she is like, she was got 5 seconds to concentrate her skill, and then when I was new player, I got her as my first new hero, and then she bring me into like diamond tier on PvP, and she is so crazy. And the guy who asked about why Hela in C tier is me, bro. The guy comment in your video is me. Why
Oh.
is he here? I was so mad.
Oh, I remember, dude. Yeah. At that point, I didn't know what to think. I was like, oh shit, I need to update this tier list. People are going to be coming back to me and be like, what the fuck, man? You didn't tell us to invest in Hela. But yeah, definitely S tier. She got a small nerf this time around, but I don't think that should matter for PvE at least.
He doesn't tank as much as Shield anymore.
Yeah. So that's good. All right. What about Zhao Bai? The newer champion, I guess. The newer-ish.
Yeah, he is good. He
No.
got buff, right?
Yeah, he did get a buff.
His buff looks really strong.
It's mad strong. It's insanely
Yeah.
strong. They need to put a cap on that, or people are going to lose their shit.
Plus style points as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he at A tier or higher.
Yeah.
I didn't like him before because his skill used to be so slow, but now that it scales with attack speed, he's the hero that I'm trying to get to 12 next. He seems so strong now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, seems so.
The animation speed increase on him basically shot him up a tier for sure. But still, I don't think we put him in S yet because we still need a lot of testing. Maybe
A tier.
A for sure. Definitely invest in something. Unless they, roll back the change and be like, okay, now there's a cap on the attack speed buff or something, which will suck, but it needs to be done. It's too strong right now. Renbot on steroids? Yeah, Jensen. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I still think Ren is good. You're playing the game right now? Fucking watch the podcast. All right, we got Tia. What do we think about Tia in PvE?
I think she's got some solo capability, so I'd say A tier, but I'm open to
Yeah, I
A or
agree
B.
with that.
I love Tia. I'm down to put her in A for sure.
A, really? She is
I
good.
don't know if that's accurate, but
Oh, what is multitasking? Nice. Rom is good in P. Oh, yeah, that's true actually. Like, look at the other heroes in A tier. Like, does she compare to these guys? Zhao Bai, Ren, Aramis? Not really, does she?
yeah, I definitely don't
I feel
think
like
so. For
I feel like she's
PvE,
better
but
than the heroes in B tier, so she's kind of like in
A-
between A and B.
A, B. Oh no.
That's true.
For those of you who remember, we were back to that kind of situation where we had to make 6 new tiers because heroes didn't fit. So we made like S A, A B, B C, C D, and then there was like I don't know. Yeah, trash. Oh, Bug, come on, don't be like that.
yeah, stop that.
I would
I
say
feel targeted.
B, not A in the middle. I can't do in the middle, but let's just keep her here.
I
I
think
think
B is
B.
fine. Yeah.
I think B for sure.
Yeah, B. I think B is okay. All right. What about Mirsil, or I don't know if I'm saying it right. Miss Mirsil. Where does she go?
Mercil, I don't know.
True.
Mirsil goes to. She's fun. Is nice. The new skin is really cool. But C.
C. C
Oh.
tier.
I don't know. I'd at least say B.
Yeah.
Only reason I'm saying A is because someone in my clan had her where she did insane amount.
Maybe same as Priya B. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the new awakening also gives a 35% extra spell power and healing from staffs. I did play her in chapter 9. So you just do Mircil, Rose, and Lunaire. It's really fun. But again, it's fun. It's not ideal, right? B or C? Come on, let's get the final vote.
B, 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 B.
I hear a B. Going once, going twice. Sold.
B.
Yeah. B.
Or sold. It's B. All right. Before we get to the next ones, I just want to say we have how many do we have? Let me just cross check. We have 24 people in the chat. Fantastic. This is a record for our podcast. 24 people. Really nice. Thank you everyone for being here, of course.
Wow.
And we're just going to continue on. Tai-san, the Bruce Lee of King God Castle. What do we think?
I've been playing him recently.
I think he's still too new to be really judged.
Yeah. There's not much we can really judge him on.
Like, yeah, he can solo 10-10, but I mean, who's actually at that point already with him besides, Nob and Soren?
Yeah, I think it's interesting, the champion. B, probably A. Yeah, a lot of people are saying A. I don't know, like, has anybody even used him that much? Like, I've used him maybe 4 or 5 times. That's it, right? So even I don't know really, where does he fall?
Yeah,
It's B, non-meta. He's not.
I agree with that.
Yeah, B probably. Yeah, I think non-meta
We haven't
works.
found a spot yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right. Maybe one day we will discover a fantastic build for him, and that'll just blow things out of the water. Of course, as you said, Nob did do a video on 1010 with him, and it's crazy fun. It looks really good. If you guys haven't seen that, just check out Nob's channel. Oh, and we got Yusuf also in the chat. Hey, Yusuf, what's up? Welcome. So then finally, alright, so now we're done with most of the heroes. Now coming to the hero lock, of course the hero lock tier is hero lock tier, but we want to put them somewhere in this ranking. Alberon, what do we think? Does he just go in A or B?
I think if
Use him without hero lock.
Yeah, I say B as well. The healing is not that important in PvE.
Yeah, healing is not
Not really in
important.
PvP either, for that matter, but...
True. I think B is fine, as you guys said. B is perfectly fine. Of course, him being with hero lock gives him a lot of points, but if you're going to use him in a build, not just for hero lock, for actually playing with him, he's pretty non-meta for sure. In PvP he's not used. Yeah, he's not used in PvP. He's hardly used in PvE. I think he's a good starter character for some people who want, but you probably drop him off really quickly. He's got a 6 skin though, but you still drop him off. Alright, what do we think about Baudre? Now this is PvE specific.
he's another one of the fun to use heroes because he just makes all the skills go off so fast.
I don't know.
The fireworks character.
Yeah, I think Baudre is, because it's a support character, I would say, not like a DPS, not a tank, not a healer. She's a support character. She's very reliant on the build you use. Like if you're playing with Priya and stuff, yeah, Baudre is fantastic. But if you're playing with, I don't know, Hansi and all, Baudre is useless. So, but would you want somebody to invest in?
Yes, only for the fact his awakening is so top tier.
Yeah,
I think you have to have an idea behind it at least. Don't invest him in if you're just doing it for fun. He's not useful alone. But, yeah.
I think that fits for the A tier description of build specific though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yusuf, this is a PvE tier list only. We're not doing B tier. Merged tier, Gerard, I understand what that means by merged tier. But yeah, I think A is good because, as you guys said, build specific can be worked with certain builds, and of course, it's really fun to use. Really fun to use. Coming to Leica, what do we think? Where does Mr. Twilight go?
I think he's good because he can use the back line. He can attack the back line easily. Like when I use him at chapter 10, he can attack the back line, the enemy with the most huge damage, and he can stun the enemy, so the enemy cannot attack my troops. It's
Yeah.
good, I think.
He's a good backline disruptor, but like, is he really that useful in PvE? Specifically because the fact that a lot of PvE mobs or even like rounds end so fast, like it literally in seconds, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds is a round. So you'd really maybe want to play with mage, and then you'd be compromising a lot of things. What do you guys say? A, B? Maybe I say B.
I say B out of this too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary for a new player to invest in them.
For
I
sure.
think B is a good pick.
Yeah. I think everybody's going for B. Yeah, J-Lad, Era is a mad artist, dude. You've missed all his insane artwork. All right, last two. Lily. Where does Lily go? Just because of chapter 10?
She's currently the best tank for the final chapter. Yes.
Yeah, I think that does win her a lot of points. For those who are hearing this for the first time, Lily is a fantastic tank for chapter 10, by the way. The sole reason for that is because of those laser beam mobs. I don't know what they're called, but they're the one that they channel. So how the interaction with Lily works is that once they start channeling on Lily, once Shasha dies, she dismounts, but the channel from the mobs does not stop. It still goes on for like 2 seconds extra, and that's the untargetable phase of Lily. So you get extra like 2-3 seconds of safe time in the chapter, and that's enough for any of the heroes to kill the mob. So she's a fantastic level chapter 10 tank. But does she go into S? Because S is like meta. A is build specific.
I don't think it's complete meta, but I do think it's A, at least.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with A.
Alright, I think she goes in A, not in S yet. We don't want... It's hard to fight against these guys, the ones in S right now. Lunaire.
I think we all know the answer to this one.
Yeah, I think no questions, no debates. Yeah, everybody is spamming S. SS plus Panku. Yeah, I'm going to make a new tier for her. SS plus. For sure, S. She is I think the only other support except for Baudre in the game. I think we have only two, Baudre and Lunaire are actually that fit the support role. Everybody else does some sort of healing, some sort of damage, some sort of tanking. So definitely.
She's useful for literally anything else in PvP as well. So.
True, exactly. Any build you're playing, I think you just put in Lunaire, it just elevates that build up. That's simple. There's no build that diminishes because of you using Lunaire. She can solo chapter 1. Yusuf, dude, she can solo much higher chapters. I've played Lunaire solo and Baudre solo in like chapter 8. So she can do much better than that. You just stack a lot of bows on her and like Blood Altar and Elixir. Self-sustaining. Yeah, Era, I don't know if they're going to nerf her again. Okay, but anyways, that's more or less it. Do we want to move anything, or is this looking good?
I'd be fine to move Mara down. I was thinking A early on in the list, but looking at the other heroes in the same tier as her, I don't know if she deserves to be in the A tier.
Yeah, the only reason is for the corruption 10.
Let's say Mara goes down. How about now? How does this look?
Yeah, it's good.
I think it works.
Ren outperformed Chung. Yeah, for sure. J-Lad agrees with me. There we go. We got one bro in chat. J-Lad, thank you. Ren outperforms Chung for sure. I don't see Zoop in S. Yeah, sorry, Panku. Maybe one day. Still feel like Kane might be A. Where is Kane right now? Oh, he's in B. The thing is, like, Kane is good, no doubt. Like, if you build him right, he can do insane amount of damage and really fast clears. But is he meta? Is he build specific? He's more of like non-meta. You don't want to, do that. Does Ren need Awakening to be good? No, not at all. As everybody said, nope. Not at all. You can use her without Awakening very well. Okay, Awakening obviously helps a lot. It just like boosts your full bloom potential to stack much faster, if you understand that, how the mechanic works. Anyways, so that is it. I think that's the updated tier list for season 18 that we've built. Things are looking good. of course, Bombi, Hella, Lunaire, Yvonne at the top, and then everybody else follows. Looking at this, I would say this is a decent start for somebody. Let me just quickly take a quick screenshot of this so that we can save it. Of course, a image of the tier list will be up on the channel. I think right after the podcast. It shouldn't take too long to upload that. All right, there we go. We have saved this. Now, with that done, we have two more things that we wanted to discuss, and I'm going to throw it to you guys. What do we do first? All right, Buck, thank you for joining. Catch you later. All right, so we have on the agenda today as well a battle pass tier list and discussing the new changes that have happened in the recent update. So which one do you guys want to tackle first?
Update is very fitting right now. It relates a
think
little bit
so.
to what we've done now.
Yeah, my vote's for update.
Very relevant.
All right, you should be able to see a new screen. Just let me know once it's up.
Yep, we can see it.
Perfect.